Yeah, so my name's Troy Ratterree. I am the CEO of Compressed Air Systems. Well, we met Tony. Ironically, I'm building a new building in Mansfield, Texas. Happens to be the home of Nationwide Construction. And so Tony and I met just when we were looking at different builders to consider who we would use to build this new building. This is the first project we've used Tony on. And Tony, obviously, and the guys at Nationwide helped us fit the building to the budget that we were working to. You know, like everybody, we had bigger dreams that we had to make that fit within the dollars and cents that we had available to allocate to this facility. It was seamless. When they made their presentation for their offer to build our building, you know, just the presentation itself, showing us good drawings and renderings of what this building was going to look like, was impressive. And certainly made a great impression on us and helped us make that decision that we would use Nationwide going forward. We've used other builders for other buildings that we built in the DFW area in the past, and these guys just exceeded our expectations from the design to the build. Yeah, I think from the time that we signed a contract to completion, which is just recently, we were roughly 18 months from start to finish. A lot of that time was in planning with the city. Unfortunately, that took months longer than expected. Just that's what happens in a growing city like Mansfield, where they're rapidly expanding their industrial base and building. So from the time that they broke dirt until the time they finished the building was roughly 8-9 months. The biggest unexpected challenge we ran into was that the fire main pipe was laid back in the 70s, and it just happened to go right across where we wanted to put the foundation of this building. So whoever laid it long ago didn't consider the damage it would do to future development. So as we began to look at how we're going to position the building, it took quite a bit of extensive extra work, obviously, to move a 6-inch fire main from the middle of a piece of property, just cutting it in two over into a boundary so that we could make the best utilization of the dirt we owned. You know, it was relatively smooth. I think like everything, this building's being built as we're coming out of COVID. There's still shortages of different products, especially electrically. You know, so you had to make some decisions. Okay, I wanted this color light switch with this particular features to it that just simply weren't going to be available in the time frame. So we just had to be a little bit able to change our mind and move to a different product so that the process could keep moving forward, because even sink faucets were still a problem as we got to that phase of the building. Not on Nationwide, just the availability of what we selected early on and what was available at the time that it needed to arrive changed a little bit. But we were able to find a comparable product across the board. By the time it's done, you know, it's a big project for my company, and the biggest single building project we've ever done. So, you know, I think when you just sit back and you say, okay, coming from a guy that had a card table at Trader's Village to having somewhere productive, large, air conditioning, nice offices, very modern building. You know, we're really proud of it as a company, as a person. The building that Tony and his group there at Nationwide put together with just extra things you don't expect, rounded corners on all of the sheetrock and you know, quality to paint, things that they went the extra mile to give me a finished product that I'm very, very proud of. Again, it's nice that Tony's right around the corner and Nationwide's right around the corner. We had had some other buildings, as I said, built in the past with another building contractor, good guy that's local. You know, I've always communicated well with our builders and vice versa. And I think just from a handshake, look you in the eye factor that you get with our prior builder, but with Tony especially, because it's hard to tear me away from those guys. They'd done a couple of projects for me and done a very good job. But going through the process, you know, everything along the way that's been a hiccup, because there's hiccups in any major construction. Tony's, you know, a phone call in and his team takes care of it promptly. So there's no concern for me for long down the road. I know they'll be there to take care of me. I would just say simply, if you want a quality building built by a quality group of individuals that are there, they're going to communicate with you throughout the process. They're going to give you a competitive price. Obviously, we all want to know how much, but within that context of how much is how well things are done. And if you want somebody that's doing a top-rate job, in my opinion, having, this being our first project, but now, we've become associated with the guys at Nationwide for 18 months. You couldn't find a better group of people to deal with, straight up.